they've been doing this. Jordan can back me up on this.
Speak of the devil, there he is.
For a while. It's not like this is something they just did. And honestly, I don't mean to be flippant when I say this. I do not care. It doesn't. It's neither here nor there for me. It's neither fish nor fowl.
People want something to bitch about, and Texas is going in the SEC. It's low hanging fruit. They just want to get it. That's all.
I think Jake Bayless might be right, just because Texas did it. If it was, and I've thought about that, like, man, if this was Tennessee or Florida or USC, like, would people be making a big deal about it? But it's Sark. So I don't know how Jordan feels about it personally, but like, if A&M did it,
look at the
Aggies flashing. Dude, I wouldn't care.
The moneymaker was Jordan catching Sark doing the little wave, like at the end, like it's on a damn 80s sitcom or whatnot. Like, hi, hi.
Yeah, it looks like a really shitty cutscene.
Nah, bro, that's gonna be in a video game, dude. That's gonna be in a video game, and I'm gonna give you all the credit.
There's reboot.
You'll know where it's at. Everybody that's on Texas Sports Unfiltered, you'll know that Jordan Scruggs gave you that damn clip scene.
Right, sure, yeah.
Jordan, like, this was even going back. I remember like the Herman staff doing stuff like this too. Like, this isn't. I don't know, man. Maybe you're right, Wags. Maybe just people need something to bitch about, and I'm just way overthinking it. But
look, I get why people are saying what they're saying, but like the argument of it just being like, well, wouldn't you want kids who don't want the monetary things? And it's like, well, they did go to the college football playoffs last year.
Yeah.
2, Sark has signed a top 5 recruiting class every single year he's been in Austin. And then 3, you look at year 1 of Sark in Austin compared to now, I think he's done a pretty good job. So, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like Jeff said, the cars, that's not anything new. It's not. Like, if you go and look at my Twitter, I copied and pasted the same exact tweet from last summer.
Did it get as much attention as
it
this
didn't?
one did?
It didn't. I'll give it to CJ Vogel. He beat me by about 1 minute, and with that type of content on Twitter, you got to be first to really take off. And his video, it's the same video as mine, same exact screen recording. But his is doing.
Were you guys racing? Did you guys race when you guys started? Did you like 3, 2, 1? Did you count it down?
I didn't. I don't know. I just, as soon as I saw that screen recorder, got it up on Twitter. But
he saw
the
you.
last,
you were pioneering it though, dude.
Yeah,
what
for
I
real.
heard, you were pioneering it, and then he stole it off.
Last summer, I was the only one who tweeted it, and I did 1.4 million impressions on that tweet. It was Danny Okoye's Instagram story.
Yeah,
but yeah,
and for the others that didn't care about the cars, we had co-eds walking around campus, and then we took them over there so they could see them too. But no videos of that though,
dude. Here's the thing, like. I've got 2 things to say on this, and then I'll probably just bury it. If anybody else wants to chime into the chat, feel free. Number 1, if you realized what recruits get on official visits, like, they stay at the Four Seasons. They're going to eat at the best restaurants in town. Like, the luxury cars is the tip of the iceberg. On an OV weekend at a place like Texas, it's a big-ass iceberg. All right?
Yeah.
That's
exactly. And like,
why are you not going to flash out everything that you have to
the point of an official visit?
Exactly.
Yeah. Also, like, I know what goes on the Texas official visits, the things that are reported and don't go reported. It's pretty clean cut. They do a pretty good job of keeping things clean, keeping things in order. So, like, compared to the shit I hear that goes down on other visits, like. This is G-rated. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, a couple cars.
They're just looking. It's low-hanging fruit, and they're just looking for some shit. That's
this is no Johnny B. Good situation over here going on. I mean,
or Louisville. This ain't no Louisville situation.
I don't know if y'all remember this, but during the Charlie Strong era, I think Texas kind of had to tone down official visits because there was a committed 4-star recruit at the time who, let's just say, the Yellow Rose claimed another soul that weekend.
Yep. I knew.
So you kind of tone it down.
I'm gonna have to get that story.
Official sponsor. If he was back in the game today, NIL would be the official sponsor or they would be the official sponsor
Oh.
for his NIL. That's for sure.
For sure.
Right.
But here's
All right,
the other
Vince, I got to get out of here, man. Y'all be good.
Go
Same
for
thing.
it.
See you.
Rodney, see
You're
you
good.
guys. The other part of that is, so I mentioned, typically by the way, it's only an hour to Jefferson, Jordan. Like an official visit weekend, you're supposed to blow it out. The other thing I've heard, Jordan, and you know what? I'll go against the grain and go against my man, Josh Pate. And I understand. I don't disagree. I agree with 90% of what Josh says. And trust me, Josh is not alone. But you just alluded to it. People are like, well, I don't want kids that are going to be motivated by flashy things. Excuse my language. That's 100% complete and utter bullshit. If you're telling me that guy can throw for 3,000 yards or is going to be a 1,200-yard rusher or a double-digit sack guy, I don't care what he's motivated by at this point.
I'm getting him a scat.
Yeah. If you're going to tell me, like, pick any of those interior defensive linemen, right? Myron Charles, Desai Sharman, any of those guys that were on there on the visit this weekend. If one of those guys signed with Texas because of something that they saw and they go on to be an All-American defensive tackle and help Texas win a national championship, I don't care what got them to campus if I'm a Texas fan. All I care about is that they're there and they leave as NFL prospects. That's all that matters. We need to look, man, if you have not figured it out by now, the veil of amateurism has been torn off this thing and shot into the sun. We need to let go of this Pollyanna. Oh my gosh, let's just get good kids with good hearts that want to be somewhere. Dude, they are mercenaries. Big time recruits are mercenaries. That's what NIL is all about. That's what the bags are all about, and the cars and everything else. Stop pretending that these kids are making 40-year decisions. They're making 4-month decisions at this point. That's the way it is. That's the way it's going to be for the foreseeable future. And if you don't like it, find something else to follow other than college football, because it's not changing anytime soon. There, I'm done.
Turned up Jeff this morning. Yeah.
Well, like, you want to be like Little House on the Prairie and pretend this is like the 60s where kids just go to somewhere because, oh man, that's where I want. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We've seen that over the years. What should matter, all that matters, is your staff within legal means doing what it takes, and non-nefarious means doing what it takes to get the players in the program that can help them win a championship. That's all anybody should care about at this point.
Indeed. And I did see, I know Oklahoma has had cars on their field in the past for photos. I know Texas Tech this past weekend, they had a big OV weekend. They had a bunch of cars in their indoor facility they took photos with too. So, it goes on all over the place. That's exactly what you said. These aren't 40-year decisions anymore. It's 4-year or 4-month decisions. So I mean, yeah. And like I said too, like, I don't think it's affected Texas in any way. They've only gone to the playoffs last year. They've only turned the program around for the first time since I don't know when. They've only signed a top 5 recruiting class every year, with it being a top 3 class this year, most likely. So I don't know. I say we kind of bury it. Nothing else to really, think, hit on that we haven't already.
I'm making this point. I'm not going to do this every time Texas has an official visit weekend, because I think it's pointless to complain about it. If you want to complain about it, go right ahead. It's your First Amendment right. It's also my First Amendment right to tell you I think you're an idiot for trying to die on that hill. So there.
Yeah. Hey, and think about this, Jeff. They did all that for 6 kids. They got 20 coming this weekend and 20 the next weekend. So
look,
I'm interested to see if they're going to step it up more. Huh?
To wrap up what I'm saying about this, just to put a bow on it. When Texas was losing games, when they were having losing seasons, they had one losing season under Mac, one late in the, couple in the Charlie Strong era, Sark's first year. Did we worry about what degrees kids were getting, or what they were studying, or what the APR or the team GPA was? Were we worried about owning the moral high ground at that point? And I want to say I said the royal we, everybody in the Texas market, are we worried about the moral high ground? No, you weren't. You wanted Texas to win games. Last year, when Texas was 12-2 and was one play away from playing for a national championship, were we talking about APR and GPAs and good kids who graduate? Were any of us in Gen Pop talking about that? No, we weren't. We were talking about that team being one away from the playoff because they had really good freaking players. So You can still have that stuff in college sports. Not saying you can't have it, not saying it doesn't exist, but let's be real about what we're talking about with college sports. It's all about it really, Jordan. We've eliminated like, well, academics matters and this matters. No, kids are being as upfront as ever right now, and it is they are putting it right in your face, and the coaches are done with the, that veil of amateurism, the veil of, okay, well, let's give you a good college experience. No, they understand kids want to know, hey, who's going to get me to the league and where can I go have a chance to win a championship and play a lot? That's what they want. At the end of the day, that's what they want. They want to know a path to the NFL and they want to compete for championships. That's it. And the sooner we as a college football viewing public and a college football audience get honest about that, we'll have less of these annoying ass conversations.
Yep.
I don't know why I'm so heated today, but that felt good.